Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to go over the trades that I took today, as well as the game plan going into this week. I haven't been able to post recently, so there has been an upload on the channel in probably a few days. So getting back into it. So before the video even starts, I just want to make like a little announcement that I'm starting up my own Cord. I'm just running it. This is gonna be like my own personal Discord. Me and Colton, we're no longer running the Discord together. Just going back to my own thing. So link to that is in the description below. Gonna be posting all my futures trades, all of the option swings that we go over in these videos, my entries on them, and things like that. And we also have a dedicated channel to where I'm gonna be updating it, throughout the week. Of the setups I'm watching, and also like how I'm actually taking these trades and how the system works. So that's the place to be if you want to learn, get the trades that I'm taking, things like that. But today, if we start off on SPY, I mean the overall bigger picture on SPY is pretty bullish. If we pull up these are actually the September contracts, so these are the monthly contracts. This is on the put side, nothing really significant there. But if we pull up the call side, I mean, look at this chart bouncing right off of that daily 50 SMA. Gave the bottom on SPY. You could have swung some options once we hit that 50 SMA, and these contracts are up like 40%. If you got more at the money ones, closer expiration, you would have been up probably closer to 100%. So major support there on the monthly contracts. And then if we flip over to the weeklies, we actually ended up crossing today on the 30-minute. You can see 10 SMA went above the 50. That means we're bullish. So going into tomorrow, the market is bullish. So that's going to be our focus. Look for a 0 DT cross on the call side. I personally haven't been trading futures recently, but kind of just want to give my outlook on that and what to look for tomorrow. If you are trading futures, price action has definitely been better recently, so probably will give it a go if I do see a trade. But when it comes to options, I know I went over these last couple of videos. This is still the same chart from however long ago. Oracle, man, this was a tough one because, man, did Oracle just fly. I remember I stopped out on this literally pretty much right at the bottom. I don't think I made a video on this, but this trade went like 400 or 500%. Stopped out on it, and immediately it ripped right into close and then flew the next day. So that was very unfortunate for this trade. I ended up stopping out, I think, for 27%. So it wasn't like a big loss or anything. I mean, if you're taking a loss anywhere from like 20 to or like 0, obviously like 15 to like 30% or even 40%, that's not even that much of a loss, because we know with these trades we could squeeze out a lot more percentage points, like 60 to like 80% at least before you trim, and then let the rest ride over 100%. So Oracle ended up playing out nicely. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch it. I think it was this day right here, the 731. You can see these contracts just flew, but it happens. Himes, I know I was watching this one. We never got the entry that I wanted. You can see we never got the cross on the daily chart here on the August 15th contracts. Right now, I'm starting to look at the September contracts. So this is kind of just going back over the charts that I was like originally watching in the last video I made, but we never got an entry on Himes or Hims, whatever. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but yeah, that's what that looked like. And then OKLO, another really good setup. I mean, look at this. This ended up flying. I didn't catch this, but you can just see this daily chart. I was watching this for a very long time, and I unfortunately did miss the 30-minute cross. I think it ended up gapping up one day, or I just really do forget like on how the 30-minute looked on this chart. But yeah, this ended up flying. You can see this daily 50 is just a major pivot. I mean, it's pretty simple. If we go up to Palantir, this was a very good looking setup as well. You can see they're all the same concept. It's all the daily charts crossing, and then use the weeklies on the 30-minute to gauge the entry points if you don't want to buy this daily 50. There's always two scenarios for like these trades on options. It's either you just buy this daily 50 SMA, stop loss closure below, or you buy the weeklies, or you wait for the weeklies to cross on the 30-minute. And that's where I'd go with the closest expiration. And then on the daily chart, like here, I'd buy a little bit more time. I'd go at least 2 weeks out. I'd say like 2 to 4 weeks is what you'd want to be going for. Really no point in going longer than that, in my opinion, because you'd expect a move over the next week or so in your direction. So I really wouldn't go longer than 4 weeks, but anywhere from 2 to 4 for this daily chart 50 is the way to go. And then when the 30-minute chart crosses on the weeklies, that's when you use like the nearest Friday expiration. And because you could, that's like when the trend is just flipping, and you can catch really big moves out of that. So that's pretty much Palantir. I know Palantir gave a nice 30-minute entry, like I think yesterday or even today at the open you could have bought it. So that would have been a nice play to take. Pins is another good one. I mean, this chart is kind of consolidating right now, but you can see the look of it. I mean, 10 went above the 50, 50 trading up nicely. The weeklies are probably cooked because we've been chopping around. I highly doubt they look that good because Pins is a bit of a cheaper stock. So usually the cheaper ones, the weeklies when you're going to the nearest fifth expiration or strike price, they're usually not crossed and they're really cheap. So for these types of stocks, I usually just kind of go like $1 or $2 out of the money, because going 5 out of the money is just a little bit too much. That's like 10% on the stock. So I'd probably cut that in half and go like $2 out for the strike price. But for these, I kind of just like to change them up a little bit. But yeah, Pins, it's a solid looking setup. I mean, you could have bought this dip down in here, it'd be up nicely. But again, if you want to wait for that 30-minute chart to cross, then you could definitely do that. And then AMD, I mean, look at this AMD chart. I mean, we're sitting at major support here. I really do like this for a long. I mean, today would have been a great spot to add this today, whether that was at the close or some time when we hit that 50. I mean, you could see this 50 SMA is super strong. This 10 SMA is so far from this 50. I'd imagine we're going to bounce a bit tomorrow on AMD. So, it's a good looking setup. If we get a 30-minute cross on the calls at some point, from today to like next week, I mean, I'd definitely be taking that. It's a really good setup. Major support on the monthlies. I like AMD for a move higher. Again, it's kind of just how you want to go about it. Do you want to buy the monthlies and just have a stop loss below this 50, or just wait for the 30-minute chart to cross to take your entry with the closer expiration? So yeah, those are some setups. I got plenty. I know there's a ton of other setups that I have, but that's all I could fit kind of on the watch list here. But yeah, if you guys want to follow along with the trades, again, I got my own cord now. I'm going back to my roots. You guys know if you've been following for a while. I used to have my own cord, then moved over, and me and Colton ran one together, and now back to where I was, and just run up the cord by myself. So if you guys enjoyed, drop a sub. If you guys want to learn, join Discord down below. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm out. Peace.